might be wondering, where the heck are all the 2020 anime movies? Well then, keep watching. Sup fellow anime fans, it's your boy Gideon Q back with another quality video. In today's video, I will list the top 10 anime movies released in 2020 according to the Japan release, not the worldwide one. And as you know, anime is always released in Japan first, so these are the latest and greatest anime has to offer. But this year was not good for anime movies at all. As we all know, everything has been affected by the coronavirus outbreak. Almost all the producers decided to push the release date of their movies. And this action has left the anime movie fans in quite a dire situation. Some of you might be wondering, what's this guy talking about? There were some great movies this year like Weathering with You. Well, you would be incorrect, as almost all of them have already been released in Japan last year. So which movies are left? Well, we will be discussing exactly that as we are ranking the top 10 anime movies of 2020 in this truly one-of-a-kind video. I have researched so hard for you guys on this, so come on! Show your boy some love, leave a like on this video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We are starting off our list with a very unusual anime movie, as it's just a recap of the previous 3 seasons, which consists of 59 episodes. That is equivalent to 22 hours of watch time. Think of it as a treat from Attack on Titan franchise, because we all at least have some experience in rewatching the whole series at the time the latest season drops. Although many of us love the rewatches, still, it serves as a time saver for anime fans whose time is important, as they are actually functioning members of society. Some fans were angry as they thought the movie would serve as a reimagining of the whole Attack on Titan, so naturally, they were surprised to see an extremely fast-paced movie. And for them, I should repeat that it's just a recap for the existing fans. No one is expecting anyone to catch up with Attack on Titan from this movie alone. Anime fans might be sad, but this was the year for Gundam fans, as you will find out more later in this video. As we got the second movie in the Reconquista in G series. For those of you who don't know, it's a compilation movie of the original TV series of the same name featuring some new anime animations, and the Gundam fans loved it! This was evident in Japan mini theater rankings for the first movie, where it ranked number 1. But if you don't want to get into Gundam now, well, good luck. God knows you'll need it. But if you want me to make an explanation video about this, go down to the comment section down below and show your support. Haifuri now has a movie. It appears that the movie is more like a sequel rather than a remake or recap, as the story is set after the OVAs. But now I want to talk to you, as you are most probably one of the people who haven't seen Haifuri yet. And the reason the franchise is not talked about as often is because of the poor marketing job done by them. The anime was marketed as an anime that has cute girls doing cute stuff, but if I had to define it, would be more like cute girls doing freaking awesome stuff! The story and setting is really interesting, and also the show manages to make me care about the characters. Now, moving forward with what this anime is all about, well, cute girls are commanding marine warships now, but they are actually very good at it. They are not just being cute about it. Rejoice, Shirobako fans! The franchise is getting a movie. And for those of you who are unfamiliar, Shirobako is an anime about making anime with solid writing. The film's story is set 4 years after the events of the original Shirobako anime. Aoi Miyamori keeps busy dealing with the ordinary troubles in her daily work at Musashino Animation. After a morning meeting, Watanabe talks to Aoi and puts her in charge of a new theatrical anime project for the studio, which is a big deal! Sadly, the project has unexpected problems, and Aoi is hesitant if the company can proceed with a theatrical anime with its present shape. While Aoi is struggling with this project, she is introduced to a new colleague named Kaeda Miyai, and she proves to be a ray of hope for her. And as for the non-fans, you should keep in mind Shirobako is a solid recommendation, and since the movie has come out, you should consider giving it a watch.
どうかあと少し皆さんのお力をお貸しください。
Set 5 years after the events of Digimon Adventure Tri, the gang has started to grow up so much so that they have become actual productive members of society, unlike me and you. Coming back, Taichi and Yamato have beers together while discussing what they're going to do after university. Hikari and Takeru are facing their first year of university, while Izumi is, well, the CEO of his own tech business. Oh yeah, and lastly, Mimi is spreading kawaii across the world. Expectedly, Sora is following in the footsteps of her family, and yet the Digi-destined world still goes on. Digimon problems are still appearing in the world, and the 1-0 kids are helping protect Tokyo. This film is made for adults, having pretty grown-up themes. Moreover, it seemed like the movie is made for long-term, die-hard Digimon fans who have grown up watching it, and the movie was a way of the franchise finally saying goodbye, signifying the end of this journey.
俺はまた全てをダメにするつもりか。人類全部が地球に住むことはできないんだ。
The movie is the first installment in the Hawthornes Flash anime adaptation, which would consist of a trilogy of films. As you may have guessed, it's going to be animated for the very first time. The interesting thing about Hawthornes Flash is its source material was written by Tomino after Char's counterattack, and it was his take on what the Universal Century may become, as well as the conclusion of Neo Zeon. As such, the story focuses on Bright Noah's now rather alienated son, and the period of Zeta Gundams, the non-supervised Federation becoming tyrannical as it was hinted, and thus, the new group named Mafty is formed to challenge their authority. Goblin Slayer and the gang receives a request from the Sword Maiden, which is to rescue a nobleman. So the party heads up to the snowy mountains in the north. There is a small village that is raided by goblins, and following that, Goblin Slayer stumbles upon a mysterious chapel. He notices these goblins are behaving a little differently, as there are some advancements in their civilization because of the hierarchical structure and some decent weapons. Although the movie is a continuation to Season 1, yet almost 25 minutes are used up in recalling the previous events, so the movie serves as an excellent chance for people to start watching Goblin Slayer.
ではゲームスタートだ。
For the non-fans, Psychopaths is set in the not-so-distant future when technology can identify people's state of mind, allowing it to measure how likely it is for someone to commit a crime before they're even guilty of it. And if you are a Psychopaths fan, well, you are in for a treat, as the latest season is planned to be concluded by this very anime movie adaptation. The story will follow Inspector K. Mikhails Ignatov, Arata Shindaolong, with other members of the Public Safety Bureau's Criminal Investigation Division Unit No. 1, as they investigate characters known as the Foxes and the secrets of a group named Bifrost. Last year, something heartbreaking happened to me. I watched one of the greatest shows I have ever watched, only to discover it has just a single season. I thought surely I can quench my thirst by consuming some of that sweet source material. A manga, a light novel, anything. Turns out that all there was to it, that manga had been completely adapted. I long for it. So you can understand my absolute hype when I found out that a new Made in Abyss movie is coming out and it's expanding further upon the storyline. And surely the movie delivered. My hype was absolutely justified. That's all the info for the fans, and for the rest of you, go watch Made in Abyss. You will get hooked after a single episode. Watch the season 1, then watch the movie, while the show is adapted fully in the movie format as well, with the previous 2 movies equivalent to the whole season.
なんでここにいる？どうした？ナナチ。そいつはアンブラハンズ。黎明教ボンドルドの探掘隊だ。一人でもちゃんと死にますから！
トレス。
It's here, my people. It is here! Although I have yet to watch the movie, but I have heard some really good things from my fellow weeb friends. So as you can guess, your boy is hyped as hell for this. You might have noticed that most fans are never happy with the ending of a long-running media. Maybe they don't really want to let go of it. I was expecting some similar negative fan sentiments, but to my surprise, fans absolutely love it. I haven't even come across a single guy who is harshly criticizing it. This was undoubtedly a year for reboots and sequels. I have to be honest here to you guys, there was not even a single original which caught my eye. I guess it makes sense when you look at the situation this year. Here I am, working hard, moving bricks, but you haven't even subscribed. Don't worry, hit it and it's completely free. And you get to see videos about cool anime stuff. That's a pretty sweet deal if you ask me. That's all for today. Bye-bye.